What if the next time you walk into Walmart or Costco, your usual grocery trip costs 30% more than it did just last month? Would you still fill your cart the same way, or slowly start putting things back? Well, that's exactly what's happening across America right now. Prices of 7 essential everyday foods are climbing fast. And most shoppers don't even realize how bad it's getting until they reach the checkout. Welcome to BizWorld Explorer, the channel where we uncover the real stories behind your money, the markets, and the prices that shape your daily life. If you want to stay informed, understand why your grocery bill keeps growing, and learn what's really driving these price hikes, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and uncover the 7 essential foods skyrocketing in price at Walmart and Costco. Number 1. Milk, the rising cost of the American morning. Let's start with one of the most basic items in any fridge: milk. Whether it's for your cereal, your coffee, or your kids' breakfast, milk has always symbolized stability. But today, the price of a single gallon has jumped nearly 18% compared to the same time last year. And experts say the worst might still be ahead. Why? It's a chain reaction. Feed prices have gone up, fuel costs for transportation have climbed, and dairy packaging, especially plastic and paper cartons, has become pricier due to global material shortages. Even large suppliers that Walmart and Costco depend on are struggling to keep up with freight and refrigeration costs. For families living paycheck to paycheck, that small increase adds up quickly. A family that goes through 3 gallons a week now spends around $15 more per month, just on milk. It may not sound like much individually, but multiply that across millions of households, and you begin to see how inflation creeps into daily life, one breakfast at a time. So next time you pour your milk, ask yourself, how long before this simple comfort becomes a quiet luxury? Number 2. Rice, the global staple. Feeling the pinch. Rice has always been the ultimate budget food, cheap, filling, and versatile. But today, this global staple is no longer immune to market shocks. Prices of rice at major warehouse retailers like Costco have climbed 25 to 30% since midsummer. And the reason goes far beyond local inflation. In recent months, several of the world's top rice exporters, including India, Thailand, and Vietnam, have restricted exports due to weather disruptions and domestic shortages. That means less supply entering U.S. markets and higher import costs for bulk distributors. Warehouse stores like Walmart and Costco are now charging nearly $30 for a 25-pound bag, up from just $20 a few months ago. For millions of Americans, from restaurant owners to households who rely on rice as an affordable meal, that price shift is painful. And here's the hidden issue. Rice isn't just eaten directly. It's also used in baby food, processed snacks, and even beer. When rice costs rise, so do dozens of other products you never connected with. Number 3. Cooking oil, from essential to expensive. Remember when you could grab a bottle of cooking oil for just a few dollars? That's quickly becoming history. In 2023 and 2024, global shortages of soybean and sunflower oil have pushed U.S. prices up dramatically. And the effects are now showing up on Walmart and Costco shelves. What's causing it? Extreme weather in South America, disrupted trade routes through Europe and Asia, and rising fuel costs are all squeezing production. Even the cost of shipping a container of oil barrels has more than doubled in 2 years. For restaurants, this change is devastating. Frying oil used to be a small expense. Now it's a line item that can determine profit or loss. And for home cooks, paying $7 to $10 for a single bottle of canola oil feels outrageous. It's not just about cooking. Oil prices ripple through almost every processed food. Chips, frozen items, sauces, dressings, even baked goods. So the next time you notice your favorite snack costing more, remember, it all starts with oil. Before we continue, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. At BizWorld Explorer, we dig into the real economics behind your daily life. From grocery prices to global trends, so you know why things are changing, not just that they are. Now, let's continue with the next food on our list, one that's hitting both breakfast tables and bakeries hard. Number 4. Flour and bread, inflation's hidden backbone. If milk represents morning comfort, then bread is its closest companion. But right now, bread and flour prices are rising faster than nearly any other staple. The average loaf of white bread that cost $2.29 a few months ago is now close to $3.49 at major retailers, a 50% jump in some regions. Why the sudden increase? The problem starts at the source: wheat. The war in Eastern Europe has disrupted global grain exports, and extreme droughts in the U.S. Midwest have reduced harvest yields. Add to that higher fertilizer and diesel prices, and flour mills are forced to charge more to bakeries and food manufacturers. Even Costco's in-house Kirkland bread, known for its affordability, has seen multiple price adjustments this year. And it's not just the loaf you buy for sandwiches. Prices for pasta, pizza dough, and breakfast pastries are climbing too. The deeper story is this: bread is a psychological benchmark for inflation. When bread prices rise, consumers truly feel that life is getting more expensive, because it touches every meal, from toast in the morning to dinner rolls at night. Number 5. Fresh produce, when health costs more than junk food. Walk into the produce section at Walmart, and you'll probably notice something alarming. Apples, grapes, oranges, and even lettuce are now more expensive than ever. According to market data, fresh produce prices have jumped nearly 30% year over year. The cause? Severe droughts in California, supply chain bottlenecks, and transportation costs. Many fruits and vegetables are imported from Latin America, and every shipping delay or tariff adjustment adds cents or dollars to the final price. Ironically, it's now cheaper in some areas to buy processed snacks than fresh fruit. That's not just bad for wallets, it's a public health concern. For lower-income families, the message is heartbreaking. Eating healthy now costs more than eating fast food. And if you're someone who tries to maintain a balanced diet, you've probably noticed the quiet frustration of paying $6 for a bag of grapes or $1.50 for a single apple. That's not inflation. That's an erosion of food security. And it's happening in slow motion. Number 6. Eggs, a symbol of rising living costs. Eggs have always been one of the cheapest sources of protein, the go-to option when meat prices soar. But now, even eggs are part of the inflation storm. Earlier this year, avian flu outbreaks combined with higher feed and packaging costs sent egg prices skyrocketing again. At Walmart and Costco, a dozen large eggs that used to cost around $2.50 are now over $4 in many regions. It's a pattern Americans know too well. Shortages lead to panic buying leads to scarcity, and retailers are forced to adjust prices. Some shoppers have even begun buying bulk cartons directly from local farms or sharing costs with neighbors. It may seem like a small shift, but eggs are central to countless recipes: breakfasts, baked goods, sauces, even pasta dough. When egg prices rise, the entire grocery ecosystem feels the ripple effect. For many families, this isn't just about paying more. It's about losing access to reliable nutrition. When you start rationing eggs, you know something in the economy has gone very wrong. Number 7. Coffee, America's morning fuel in crisis. Let's end with a product that keeps the nation awake: coffee. Over the last year, global coffee prices have surged more than 15%, and that increase is now visible at your local Walmart and Costco shelves. Why is this happening? Climate change has hit major coffee-growing regions in Brazil, Colombia, and Vietnam, damaging harvests. Meanwhile, rising shipping and labor costs have made each bag more expensive to produce and import. For millions of Americans, this small morning ritual is now becoming an emotional expense. That $11 can of ground coffee now costs $13.50. And while a few dollars might not seem much, it adds up across months and millions of cups. Some have switched to cheaper blends, instant coffee, or simply brew less per day. But coffee isn't just caffeine. It's routine, comfort, and energy. When even your morning coffee becomes a budget decision, that's when inflation feels personal. The bigger picture, from milk to rice, oil to coffee. Every single one of these essentials tells the same story. It's not just about tariffs, trade wars, or fuel prices. It's about real people adjusting their lives, cutting corners, and changing habits in ways they never imagined they'd have to. And while corporations and governments debate the causes, the real burden falls on ordinary shoppers standing in checkout lines, deciding what they can still afford. So the next time you're at Walmart or Costco and notice your favorite essentials getting pricier, remember, it's not your imagination. The system itself is shifting. And at BizWorld Explorer, we'll keep unpacking the stories behind those price tags so you understand not just what's rising, but why. If this video helped you see things differently, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's feeling the same grocery squeeze. Because understanding the problem is the first step toward finding a solution. Until next time, stay informed, stay aware. You're watching BizWorld Explorer.